Ladies and gentlemen, talk is cheap. It is time for Envy to deliver on Nuke. So Alan thought they would pick it, but not win it. What do you think?
I think they can win this. I think we've seen enough in their Nuke losses. Like, it was a pretty close game against MIBR. I think Alan makes a great point in that they need to go for some faster plays on their T side. I remember them looking a bit scared in their first game they played on Nuke.
Yeah.
But I kind of put that down to first game jitters more than anything. So I think they can come back.
Potter said that Thomas was looking somewhat harmless.
Ooh.
Even hamsters aren't harmless. Be like the hamster. You know, you stick your finger in a cage, get bit, start bleeding afterwards. Be a hamster, and maybe you can kind of morph into like a dinosaur, like a T-Rex or something.
Sure.
But you need to see some more aggression from the words of Potter, that is for sure. Need to deliver on the server. Now's the time to do it. One map down. Gen.G having won their pick of Train quite handily, 16-8. It's Envy's turn on Nuke. They start on the T side.
They do, and let's see what they've got up their sleeve for this pistol. They have got a P250 for Calyx, which I'm sure you will be delighted about, James.
I love it.
They haven't given it to a player with the Kevlar, though.
I don't mind
But
that.
that's okay. Calyx will be looking for those longer range headshots. Over on the CT side, we've got a nade and a CZ for Bente. He's playing top hut right now. That could be pretty deadly if they push this position, but the Molotov might force him away. Ooh, I don't know if that's where they wanted it to land, but it's not going to matter. Bentet's down, and the CZ only gets, well, it doesn't get any. Kusta seals both those kills away.
Yeah, it does damage though. Allows Kusta to follow up quite easily. Calyx and Legia now, Kevlarless. They'll need a lot less bullets to deal with if they don't hit the head. 3 on 3, make it 2. Calyx for that P250, spotting them upstairs. It's a reasonable duel. Can choose to close that door if he wants to. Doesn't want to engage too much. Again, just re-peeking that headshot angle wouldn't be great for him. Legia spotted up close, but will crouch peek and deliver the kill. Calyx with a P250, and Envy are off to a roaring start on Nuke.
Yeah, just rushing into that A site. Solid trades to begin with. Calyx landing some important kills with the P250. Even though that molly missed, it forced Bentet off the angle just from hearing it, I think. So that's fine. The close range position not successful. And Envy do go for a pretty fast play early, which is a positive sign. I like that they're throwing in some faster rounds here on their T side. We are going to get to see a force up from Gen.G, though. We're seeing more and more of these Novas, James. We've got another one here for Kusta.
I like the Nova. I have a Nova as well.
What, in real life?
Yeah, my one's real, yeah.
All right.
One of 3 shotguns I have, but the Nova was the first one. Second one, actually.
Do you have to get like a license for that? Because I don't know.
I certainly hope so, yes. You you have to get a shotgun certificate, which is basically a license. It's called a certificate. The police come and interview you in your house, and then they come and interview you in your house every 5 years. They also check your background and various other things as well. So it's not simple. You have to have a good reason to have it. So it's it is quite difficult to get. But how can they say no to Bardolph?
True. As soon as they saw you, they were like, this guy deserves.
What's interesting about the Nova is that if you look at the stock, it's hollow and it has a device inside to take some of the kick out. Like the first time you use a shotgun against your shoulder, you'll probably end up with bruises on your shoulder because it kicks back so much, which also depends on the weight of your shot. If you're doing clay shooting, you'll use a 21 gram, but for game, you'd use 28 gram or maybe even heavier. Well, some nice damage done. Nice money bonus as well. K.R.A.E looking to contribute more to this. Holding the high ground as automatic waits for the smoke to go, but here's another one.
That should keep Gen.G at bay. I do feel bad for Kusta. I think he did 99 damage to Nifty with that Nova shot. It was fairly close range. He got the dink, but not the kill. That is the story of my life whenever I buy the Nova. I dink them, I don't kill them, and unfortunately for Gen.G, that means they can't do much about this.
Aim for the neck, I would say, with a Nova.
Right.
Because it's a spread.
With the way the spread
because
works.
It's shells, it's ball bearings. Go for the neck.
Nifty's got to get away from the bomb on 1 HP. He has done. And Gen.G will just be saving these 2 guns into the nest. No one dying to the bomb, but Envy get a 2-0 lead. It should be turned into a 3-0 lead. Good start for them here on the T side of Nuke.
I'm really waiting to see if there's a B bomb plant for decon behind the silo thing. You can use an AWP and shoot someone in the head from the A bomb site.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a lineup for it. I've seen it in a much lower level game, but I want to see it in a professional level game. It needs to happen. I forgot the lineup,
That would be fun.
but it needs to happen.
Hopefully one day your wish will be fulfilled for you. Not in this round though. No AWPs yet. Can't get ahead of ourselves. Just a scout and a dig for Gen.G in this round. And a P250 of C.R.A.E. Can't count that out. The P250's got to be one of the best value weapons in the game. $300, it just feels so cheap every time. I know I shouldn't buy one, but it's just so cheap. It's so good. Nifty going in first with the Mac 10. I like this. Try and get some money on your AWP. Try and get the kill reward bonus. The extra $300 to make a $600 kill reward on the SMG. And Nifty is the man going in first. Solid spray with the Mac 10. A site open. Pretty standard stuff here at the start of the game. Looks like Envy should be taking the 3-0 lead. And I don't know if Gen.G are even going to do much damage here. This is a chance for Envy to build up some bank.
Automatic could safe his Kevlar. Not sure he'll be too concerned with the scout. Calix immediately ready for it. Bentet just pushing a little too early there based on Calix's angle. Not that he would know that. Well then, Envy not looking too shabby at present. They're going to have some nice money as well. Only Kusta's got kills so far. He's got 3 kills. No one else has contributed much of anything just yet. In fairness, I think Bentet did damage for those 2 kills in the pistol round, I want to say. So again, monetary pressure will be there for Gen.G. Now, Automatic, I would love to see an upgrade of this scout. He's got 5650 in the bank. The money would be together with his team if he goes for the AWP immediately. And I really want to see the upgrade. I don't see it though. Well, let's see how it goes. I don't know why you wouldn't spend that money. Again, if your money's together with the team, like sure you could have like a hero AWP in the next round, but for me, I'll buy an AWP here.
Yeah, you don't want to be going 5-0 down early on Nuke, which could happen if that scout isn't able to do much in this round. Early smokes from Envy. I like this. We're seeing more aggressive moves made at the start of these rounds from Envy. There were too many rounds previously where they just hold their default on their side of the map and they wouldn't give the CTs anything to think about. But now Gen.G have to respond. They have to rotate at least one man down to B. And they doing a good bit of damage across the board. But Envy will be able to get the ramp control they wanted.
Oh, C.R.A.E.'s got to be careful here because Minyu's creeping, looking for 2. Exists holding position. You wonder if Gen.G are just confident that they're going to steal the AWP away from Nifty, but Automatic caught rotation on the rotation as Nifty's by T-Red. The way these frags have come through for Envy is quite surprising. That vent play, C.R.A.E.'s caught completely off guard. Unusual ease to take that position, and Nifty's just patiently waiting outside as it's target practice for him. This really was a dismantlement of a round.
I think that drop down to B made a decent difference, and then getting ramp control for Envy as well. That's just a lot of the map that Gen.G have to start to worry about. They have to start to respond. And Envy having the one man lurking at yard. Nifty was able to get a kill with the AWP. Just puts Gen.G in hard spots on the CT side. And especially here where you're picking it against Gen.G and you assume that they haven't had too much time to work on those CT rotations. I think you can run this pretty simple game plan of get someone down in towards the B side, get someone down secret, force those rotations, and then just try and catch them off guard. And we're already seeing that come through.
What I really don't understand right now is why Automatic doesn't buy an AWP in that round, because if they lose the round, they're a maximum loss bonus. They eco, their money's together. The next buy round, he can buy an AWP regardless. So I just don't get why he's opted for a scout instead of the AWP in that first buy round.
Yeah, now they're going to force in this one where he can buy the AWP, but some of his teammates are lacking weaponry slightly. Like, they haven't had a proper full gun round yet,
Okay,
really.
yeah, so he's got they kind of hedged their bets there. It's almost like they were playing to lose the first round. Well, let's see how it plays out for them. The AWP is here.
Oh, that's a spam. Legia doing damage to Bentet. He has not had a fun start to this game. 0 and 5. Man disadvantage for Gen.G. A bit of damage done back to Legia, but that is not sufficient for Gen.G right now.
So much spam, he's got less than 2 magazines left. But again, it's a common position around the blue box to focus on off angle for Squeaky. Gen.G just waiting now. Kusa getting curious, but Mihu and Envy playing their time well. They're controlling the pace, giving Gen.G chances to make mistakes, if you will. See the close smokes outside now, leaving garage open. 45 seconds on the clock for Envy. They're all moving together. There's no lurkers anywhere. But I don't believe this has been detected by Gen.G.
Even then, the time is going to be a real concern here. The bomb is still in garage. With 33 seconds left in the round, it has to be a clean site take, and Kriaz could make all the difference here. He's going to spot them early. Headshot angle, not successful. Legia with his second kill of the round, and now, even though the time is low, they're going to start to flank through heaven. Automatic has had to push into Hut with the AWP. Kusta now rotating over, but all the kills going against Gen.G. Finally, Kusta finds one. Automatic. Oh, how has he missed that? Legia was just walking onto the site. No scope lands for Automatic. The bomb is about to be planted just in time, but Gen.G are still down on this retake.
Man, if Automatic was just hiding there, I don't think there was any cover to stop the bomb carrier from being deleted with so much time on the clock. That was a wild round from Envy, but it has been successful so far. Surely Automatic doesn't go for this. I think he's just hiding in plain sight. If an opportunity is served, he'll take it, be it a frag or a push. But back they go, Gen.G. So it's calculated to get 2 buys out. Both have been unsuccessful. They'll retain the AWP for the next round. 5-0 for Envy. You could not ask for more. And again, looking at the fact that Kriaz and Bentet have not contributed any kills to this just yet. Very big problems for Gen.G. There's a lot for them to solve here.
Yeah, the money's so good for Envy as well. You're going to be against a couple of gun rounds before you can even think about resetting the T-side economy. The upside is, I think we're finally going to get a good gun round for Gen.G where they have full rifles. They should have premium rifles on every single player. The nades should be looking pretty good for them as well. This is actually an Envy timeout right now, interestingly enough, after going 5-0 up. Maybe they realize this is going to be a round where Gen.G try and switch something up now that they've got the full guns out. But again, all going great so far for Envy. They haven't really had to rely on any individual plays either to win these rounds, which is probably a good sign, if anything. Because right now it feels like they're just out-positioning Gen.G, winning a couple of the early fights, and making it look nice and easy.
Guns are out again for Gen.G, but how can they try to control things better versus Envy? Very early smokes outside, a little gap, jump peek. I'm not sure if he saw exist for whatever it's worth. Up at heaven. 3 players outside for Gen.G at the moment. A lot of their utility has come and gone, and Envy look to control the pace once again. So very quickly you got Mihu towards Secret, and they'll slow things down. Cut the sound cues. You can see on the radar a lot of players by the lobby just waiting for a push from Gen.G.
Slower round from Envy. Searching for a pick across the map. Nifty with that AWP, still having to be very aware that Automatic could be here. So far, though, Automatic has been playing pretty passively with the AWP, and this is another round where that's the case. He's playing down Secret. I mean, you can see just on the kills right now, Automatic's 1 and 2, even though they've lost 5 rounds. He's been doing a lot of saving. Maybe now it's time for that AWP to get into the round. 35 seconds left, though. Envy really haven't done a whole lot early in this round. They've got to make sure this site take is another very successful one.
25 seconds, giving Gen.G a taste of their own medicine. Man, this timing is kind of crazy. No. Still a molly by T-Red as well as CT-Red, so they will be entertained by that for a while. It's going to be a conga line, and this surely is going to be a difficult one for them. 2 kills for Gen.G so far, 8 seconds on the clock now. They've barely got an entry frag. Things are changing, however, but Mihu is alone and he's out of position. Just ran their own clock down. As we always say, if one thing goes wrong, it might be the only one thing that's needed to go wrong to stop you even planting the bomb. First round on the board for Gen.G.
This is the envy I really didn't want to see on Nuke. Like I was saying earlier, they had some rounds like this where it felt like they just kind of defaulted. They waited to try and get kills. They didn't get given any kills, and then they didn't really make up their minds in time as to what they wanted to do at the end of the round. They had so many rounds like this on their T side when they were previously playing this map. I hope that we see a switch up in this next one, because it never really felt like Gen.G were under any pressure at any point in that round.
Not really, no. And again, they did take C.R.A.E early, Envy, if I'm not mistaken, and just waited for the push that we saw from Kusta previously, which I do not believe came this time. And then they waited, and then they waited some more. So Gen.G still had that Molotov to throw towards Squeaky, which had 2 or 3 players waiting. And again, when it was sub 25 seconds, that burns a lot of time. Very narrow choke points for the players alive to deal with Gen.G. So they found a way into the scoreboard at the Leviste. C.R.A.E hasn't, though. Still looking for his first kill. And again, if Envy don't put themselves in a potentially difficult situation, then we still need to see a convincing round from Gen.G. Again, we've got the early smokes outside. Mihu doesn't race towards C.R.A.E just yet, but he is on the way. I think he may have reported the gap in the smoke last time, as there is a third smoke in that wall on this occasion.
This looks like something faster. They've got the man down C.R.A.E, and they've got the quick play into ramp. C.R.A.E is still sticking around because Automatic's here to help. C.R.A.E is going to go down, though, and now Automatic might just have to play this safe. He knows that they're close by. The AWP isn't too happy on that angle, so ramp control given up. Mihu is down C.R.A.E as well. This B site is Envy's for the taking.
Bentet looking for lurkers. 2 of Envy downstairs, 2 of Envy still upstairs. Well, make it 1 now. Thomas creeping around in that ramp position. You can see Automatic still holding a close angle to defuse kits for a potential retake. So bomb gets planted. 3 of Gen.G are upstairs, however. So let's see what their approach is. Nifty holding down 2 jobs, looking right and left of the ramp. Calix is coming in as well. That might be the call to stop this retake attempt, though. But Exist is by the point of no return. Stuck in the corner now. Trying to create some space for himself to just escape. Calix running low on bullets maybe helps Exist run for the time being. And Envy make it to their 6th round in a row. And Gen.G don't particularly look close to winning any of these rounds, apart from the one where Envy just ran their own clock down.
Yeah, that was a very simple round as well from Envy, but I think these simple calls are going to be pretty effective if Gen.G continue to struggle with those rotations. C.R.A.E there just committing to ramp, hoping he can fight with Automatic, but as soon as he goes down, it's just going to cause all sorts of issues. That one player dying at ramp leaves you in a really difficult position. Normally, it's just more important to survive and try and get back to the B site, but that wasn't allowed, and just a few kills required for Envy to win that one. They're up to a 6-1 scoreline now on their T side. Very effective stuff so far from Envy. Again, not really coming down to individuals getting kills. It's more just coming down to them outmaneuvering Gen.G in these rounds. Let's see if that's about to change, because Bentet almost got caught.
That was a tight one. Not much left for Gen.G in terms of grenades here with 1:30 on the clock. That was their last smoke gone. Got C.R.A.E downstairs. So still difficult times for Gen.G.
Automatic has been playing so safe with this AWP, it feels like. He's finally getting aggressive in this round. He's had to save it so many times. I think it is time that something changes with that sniper. It's just never really been in the right position. This aggression might be well timed as well, because Envy don't have too many players committed to lobby right now. They have a few more players focused on yard, and Automatic slowly but surely inching his way into position. Is he going to get the fight he's looking for? Calix is so close to rounding the corner. I don't know if he's going to get this, though. Finally, the gun spotted. Oh, he's missed the shot. That is a Calix peek right there.
That peek was unbelievable. Teased by the barrel of the AK, then got it full force in the face afterwards. Close wall of smokes delivered by Envy. Do they head towards the ramp? Is there a rotation from Gen.G or do they gamble elsewhere? Thomas is just straight walking through. No respect, it goes too wide. And now the bomb's been lost for the time being. Kusa can see it and he's had the gap. They're lining up for him. Complete disaster for Envy. Looking like another unlikely round for Gen.G. They've got 2 on the board. Again, not something you could replicate, but Envy made the mistakes and Gen.G capitalized on them.
That went from masterclass to disaster class really quickly on the Envy side in that round. Couple of switch-ups from Gen.G, even though the aggression doesn't work for them, with Calix getting that first kill. Just the fact that Bentet's able to get 1 on the site and then Kusta's able to slow them down so heavily at yard makes all the difference. So finally Gen.G showing us some signs of life here as they get their second round win. And now Nifty's going to go for the pick. Oh, almost gets it.
I don't know if I'd even go as far as to say showing some signs of life, because really it's just the error from Envy there. Huddled up like penguins next to the smoke. Allowed a very simple spray down. Oh, there's a sound cue for them. That's going to cost Kusta. The spray coming through. Little touch. Needs to be careful himself. Very unorthodox plays from Envy. We'll see how Gen.G can react to them. Don't see these from too many teams. Automatic Vangles on Garage. He'll take one, spot another. Good information for him, considering his options there. I think if he has more health, maybe he goes up the ladder. 12 HP though. Now Gen.G being proactive. This is the Gen.G we want to see. Looking for their third round. 3-man push of lobby, but when you see nothing, where do you go afterwards?
I assume we'll see Automatic rotating down to B. That has happened. He's making sure that that site is clear for now. And at least Gen.G have the option for potential quick rotations. The problem is you don't want to go down the vents when Envy are already down secret.
Yeah, they would love to have high grounds on A, however, and they're really concerned with that, which may keep most people upstairs for the time being.
There are smokes left for Envy here as well. If both these sides of ramp get smoked off, or even just a smoked across to the site, Automatic's gonna struggle. Where is that smoke though? Oh no, that's not gone according to plan. Automatic's got a second kill, and now it's all on Nifty. He's finally gonna cross to the site, but the bomb's been dropped. Good shot from Nifty to kick things off, but he's gonna need more where that came from in the midst of the smoke. Whoa, he's got the second kill. Bentet goes swinging, but there's no time. It's okay. Envy not able to win the round. It's a 6-3 scoreline. I mean, finally Gen.G are winning rounds. They're weird rounds, but they are rounds.
Exist just nopes out of there. Only way to lose at that point is by elimination. So yeah, I'm sure it was a smoke that was thrown. Swing comes and a smoke is nowhere to be seen, so not quite sure what happened there, but that one did end in disaster. And I feel like every round Gen.G have won has been errors by Envy, one way or another. But a round win is a round win. And now Envy are running out of money, so there is a chance if Kusa can hold, looking for his third kill on the ramp. Doesn't quite get there. Sees the bomb in the hands of Calix, however, so rotation may come in a little quicker. Trying to take control of control with a Molotov. 3 versus 3, plants for the double doors. Gen.G will make their way down. Only Exist has the defuse kits at present. Might be one on the floor. Gap in the smoke for Bentet. Down goes Nifty. Problems at the ramp now.
Automatic with this AWP, swings open the door, but that obviously gives the game away. Exist looking for the fight, but there are 2 players against him. He still gets a kill. Calix now, 2 players, great headshot, and it's into the one-on-one. Automatic having to push, but Calix repositions. Really nice clutch from Calix. Great shots coming in from the AK. Envy back on track with their 7th round win. And they are just making sure they win those fights at ramp in a lot of these rounds. That first kill from Legia really helps open it up. And Kriaz has been playing ramp in every round. He is now 0-9. That could be a problem position for Gen.G right now.
Yeah. Target Kriaz may be the call. 10-3 for Calix. Some nice kills from him in this half so far. Great scoreline for Envy. 7 of 10 on the T side. And it's Gen.G, in fact, who get broken. Envy were close, but they survive for the time being. Trying to overwhelm with the numbers, but that really hasn't gone to plan. And now Nifty's in an awkward spot, trying to switch out for the Mac 10 so he can be more dynamic. Just about surviving. Kusta from the back. Can he find a headshot? Nifty was close and low. Fast one is a good one, but that was surprisingly dangerous.
I nearly lost my mind there, but it's okay. I thought Envy didn't realize that that player was flanking because he'd already shot. But I think they did eventually figure that out. Envy go up to an 8-3 lead, and they upgrade all their weapons. They've got AKs, they've got the AWP. Gen.G have the same on their CT side. No kit for them, though. And we've seen Envy get that bomb down quite consistently. Thomas looking to use those early nades. Oh, nifty. Not the flash he wanted, but the second one will go over the top, and Calix is feeling it right now. He's trying to get in the back lines. Mihu's got the opening kill, and now Calix will try and flank all the way into heaven. Exist almost gets caught, but the fight's still going against him. Kusta gets 2 kills from behind.
Now that is a change of pace. Not so fruitful, though, for Envy. But there are still leaves on the tree, just about. Bentet trying to rotate, trying to stay alive. Down they go. Automatic finds a gap, and that leaves Legia with the bomb. Inviting rotation towards B.
Oh.
Maybe trying to escape, but where? Kusta starting to jiggle a little, starting to wonder. With the HE out, down he goes, but Bentet's here to save. Not in the nick of time, just afterwards, but they win the round. That's the main thing. 3 survive. A 4th round from Gen.G. A burst from Envy. A little too fast, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't mind the idea. They just lose track of Kusta at Yard. That's really what cost them in this round. In fact, he can get 2 kills from the garage position. It's always going to make life difficult for Envy. And in a lot of rounds, Gen.G haven't really been playing anyone fully committed towards Yard like that. So I can see why Envy would think that that's a potential solution, why that's a potential round winner for them. This time, though, Gen.G are in the right places to deny. Whatever happens here, I think Envy are already pretty okay with getting 8 rounds on the T side.
See, Thomas is very frustrated.
He's been looking frustrated like every time we cut
I can understand it, because I feel like every round Envy have lost will feel like it was their fault they lost it. So I can see why, yes, they've got 8 of 12 rounds, but they could have 12 of 12 rounds the way they have gone. It's only been due to their own errors, really, that Gen.G have been allowed into many or all of these rounds. But got to let go of the past.
And live in the present.
Yeah, of a bunch of pistols and not much else. And maybe the frustration is that they've potentially allowed Gen.G into this half with their failed round prior. No utility. 1 Desert Eagle. That really is a lottery ticket in this round. There's a P250 as well, but not really almost anything to shout about.
Thomas and Legia slow dancing right now. No, apparently that didn't go well for them.
Spotted line dancing.
I don't know what that means, but...
It's old people dancing.
Oh, okay.
I used to go to a youth club where the ping pong table was in a hall which the old people used for line dancing. So when they were line dancing, we couldn't play ping pong.
Oh, wait, lime dancing.
Line dancing.
Line, okay.
Limes are for cocktails.
Yes.
So Envy, I would imagine, are trying to dry out some utility here from Gen.G. Calix has found 2 openings, however, and that's a big gun to collect. Little dance from Thomas, just being a little careful. There's 30 seconds to do some more damage as Mihu makes his way into the B bomb site. They've got an M4 and an AWP with which to cover the bomb plant. Calix should surely be planting the bomb here rather than the rifle. And yeah, that's I feel like that could have been coordinated better. But there's still a chance with 14 seconds on the clock. Going for the plant on double doors. Down he goes, leaving Thomas with the AWP. Maybe looking to save the AWP, but he won't do that. And I think that's something for the players who are dead to coordinate. If you've got an AWP, a Desert Eagle, and an M4 on Eco, surely the guy with the Eagle should be planting the bomb.
Yeah, small details, but important ones when you get into these positions. No one able to cover off the bomb plant. That's the round where you wish you'd have just bought maybe 1 or 2 smokes, because it could have made all the difference. But there's obviously no way of knowing that ahead of time. And now that allows a full gun round out from Envy. If they can grab 1 or 2 more rounds at the end of the half here, they will be delighted with how this T side has gone for them. Automatic already getting aggressive into Hut this time. No one really there in lobby for Envy to meet him. Thomas is playing a very passive angle as it stands. And Again, we're seeing Envy really slow this down. I just think they need to maybe go back to those faster plays. It feels like when they're pressuring Gen.G, maybe just getting down secret even, it makes a pretty big difference.
Not sure if there were some sound cues on that little ramp push. They've fallen back, they're repositioning now. Heading towards secret is Kusta. 14 for 8. K.R.A.E having a complete mare, 2 for 12. CT side, let's not forget. He finds himself in CT spawn. He wants none of this. 2 meters, says K.R.A.E.
He can't count 2 meters very well then. He's very far away.
The ruler is not to scale.
Oh, Kusta nearly got caught there. Gets away safely though. 35 seconds for Envy. They still have some nades. They've got to coordinate those, but they're going to come back up to A. If that happens, this is a big risk. Oh, they're going to get up. They get up the vent safely. Bentec can't get the kills, but Automatic certainly can. He wants more. He's got a second. The flank coming round through Hut, but there's a smoke down. K.R.A.E is going to get caught, but the time is against Envy. And oh, Nifty gets the no-scope. That could make all the difference here. He's going to go get the bomb, and Kusta is pretty far removed from the round. He won't be able to deny the bomb plant, but he might have a chance to win the clutch.
It's going to be a close one. And Nifty will make it to 9. Automatic kind of expected play to be in lobby with all that action going on, but it ended up being a fatal mistake for him and for the round. High octane drama on Nuke, and indeed it is 9 for Envy. They are back to winning ways once again. And the money absolutely sucks for Gen.G moving into round number 15. Hoping for 6. Automatic back on the scout once again. Crazy action around that hut. Maybe we'll see more in this last round. Envy far better equipped. I feel like every round has been theirs to win. This one certainly is as well. We've got some aggression from the CTs up close, but Kusta is dealt with by Mihu. Creeping around the smoke exists with a Desert Eagle by Mini, or Main, depending on your region. I imagine he'll have to be calling in the North American callouts, since it's an NA team.
Yeah, that's always something that's difficult to figure out when you've got stand-ins. Got to try and get used to that pretty quickly. Good kill from Benta. Unfortunately, he can't get the gun that he dropped. He has to just play it safe. And Envy just deciding to group up here as a team. I think this is a fine decision in these circumstances. Make sure you don't give away any of the guns to your opponents. Force Gen.G to really lock down this position, and K.R.A.E is going to look to do just that. Automatic landing a shot. Look at the health remaining on Envy. Pistol out for Automatic, and it could do all the damage. First kill found. Second. Oh, it's all 3 for Automatic. The USP closes out the half. Gen.G get a 6th round together. A very strong start for Envy, but Gen.G started to come back into that as the half progressed. We'll see how it all pans out in the second half coming up next.
Envy lead by 3 rounds, 9-6. One of those common scores where the pistol round is crucial. It's not too close. It could be if Gen.G win their T-side pistol, but if Envy manage to win both, then they may run away with this nuke. Game of nuke. You don't want to run away with an actual nuke. You get into lots of trouble with various international organizations if you did that. Makes me want to watch 24 again.
I think I've seen that movie.
It's a TV series, you dolt.
Okay, well I haven't then. I've made myself look like a fool. Because I am. Gen.G already down secret in this round. Hopefully they can overcome the issues that they've been having so far in this game. It's not been going according to plan for them, and neither has this round. They've already lost their first player. Automatic goes down. Oh, that's the bomb up close. Calix with the dualies, making it a second kill. And this one is almost over already.
Almost, but not quite. We've got 2 P250s on deck. The duels will be equal in terms of range. Exist going fishing, trying to avoid the trade frags. What's a concern for Envy is where the other player is. It was C.R.A.E. He is history now. Too many man on roads. The swing is in, and Envy make it to 10. They've won both pistol rounds. They're in a very strong position to take the entire map. A force buy win would be really important for Gen.G. However, I got hiccups, excuse me. They may opt for AKs in the next round. Either way, that has to be a confidence boost for Envy.
Yeah, they'll be very happy with that. Calix has been having a great game. 17 kills, a lot of impact rounds in there. I think he has probably been the best player for Envy so far in this tournament. That looks set to continue in this game. And the Glocks from Gen.G, I guess we'll try and just run distraction and try and allow the bomb to go somewhere. It's just so difficult, though. Automatic was hoping to get down the vents, but Envy will not let that happen. Calix closing it out. Everyone survives.
Clean. Colgate smile of a round from Envy. They are 5 away from a third map of Dust 2. However, now the war of attrition really begins. Gen.G with 5 AK-47s on deck. We've got mad utility as well. It has been a horror of a half for C.R.A.E. and Exist, who right now have a combined 7 kills in the 18th round. That has to improve. Early utility into A. Oh, the HE grenade. Could it be a classic? No. Gen.G far enough back, waiting for any such airstrike. Just the one Christmas bauble going their way.
This is a scout Nifty has in his hands right now. Got to get the headshot if he wants to get any of these kills. Fairly tight angle. He decides to go off it. Smoke's going down. Nifty should get some shots here. He's got the first tag. They're not really using their nades too effectively, but it will be Gen.G getting the control they wanted. Envy have responded with some counter-aggression.
Oh my god. Exist is playing anti-eco, but he's focusing on Squeaky. I think the door's been blown off, so he doesn't see Legia go through hut and go around the back, although there may be a sound cue unless he goes down the ladder. Very nice stuff from Legia. Now, if Legia doesn't check, okay, well, there's a kill for him to be had. But Legia is focusing on the outside where most of the players are. Still looking for Nifty, I presume. 40 seconds. There's a lot that could potentially happen here. Automatics found a nice angle, and then there were 3. Legia's got a terrible weapon for this duel outside. The damage fall-off will be a problem, and down they go one by one. The dominoes getting smashed, swiped off the table by Gen.G. Such potential, much fail.
Oh, Mihu might not even be allowed to save. He gets the kill onto Automatic, but Gen.G might come running for him, gunning for him, making sure he can't save. Players pushing from both sides. Mihu trying to see if he can isolate these angles, but Exist gets that final kill. 7 rounds now for Gen.G. They finally get one on their T side after a couple of early saves. A lot of promise with the early aggression, but never really materialized. Legia having the MP9 on the flank was never ideal when he's flanking yard. And now we get full guns for both teams. AKs versus M4s. It's a classic Counter-Strike round. None of those AUGs, none of those SGs.
Just even a silenced one.
Yeah.
All right then, big round for Gen.G. Taking their initial positions, we can see Hughes on the low ground. Checking the vents just in case. Nothing crazy happening just yet, but worth noting, Gen.G have got basically all of their utility. I can almost smell the A execute. But it could be a wall of smoke outside as well. Things go quiet now as Envy start to wonder. They do have 4 smoke grenades, it's worth noting. And the incendiary for Calix. Legia surely has the jump here. If Automatic makes a play slightly further away from the point of contention. Doesn't have an AK though. That smoke could even obscure Automatic's vision, and Thomas is here as well.
Smoke down from Legia. He goes aggressive. Oh, Automatic, this is a tight angle. Kriaz lurking at yard. Feels like this round could explode any second. There are a bunch of spots where fights could come through, and Thomas gets 2. Legia set up for success. The reload is not well timed, but his teammate Thomas gets the kill from behind him. And that crossfire between those 2 players locks Gen.G out completely. Kriaz, poor Kriaz, 3 for 16, and he's not going to get a chance to do anything in this round either. He has to try and save.
Yep, he was spotted by a secret player earlier on. They know exactly where he was. And that is no cause for concern, because the bomb is with Envy. It will not be planted in this round. They head to 12. You can see the lack of money on Envy. They have no reason to be hunting. They've got to secure their own economy at this point. Build for the future. We could see some AKs here. Most people can buy for Gen.G. But indeed, a very tight choke point. 2-man setup was fantastic from Envy. Legia's reload essentially ended up being a bait because Thomas had the angle to trade at the very least. The very worst, if you will. So we'll see a half-buy from Gen.G. The hero AK of Kriaz and a bunch of pistols with it, but plenty of utility with which just maybe they can take some position.
Yeah, they smokes. They could maybe try and get down secret, maybe try and get something going at yard. There's no AWP for Envy either. So in those long-range fights, that AK would be fine. It would have a chance. It would at least have a fair run of things. Gen.G now lining up these smokes from a more advanced position. Sometimes this can have the issue of if someone's playing close, they'll hear you pop the pins, and then you can have a quick rotation over from the CTs. But in this round, there's no one playing close, so that's not a problem. Calix using some counter utility. Does a decent bit of damage onto Kusta. But Gen.G should be able to get down secret safely. And this is where we see what the protocols look like for Envy. They've already rotated 1 man down to B. That's nifty. On the B site with the rifle. They also have players close by if required. And Gen.G are going to boost this AK up, clear out these close angles, and inch their way closer and closer to the B site.
Running that clock down. Tick-tock. Quartz oscillator. Second hand continues to move. 25 seconds to go. Only Nifty on the low ground. Oh, never mind that. Mihi was here as well. 15 seconds to plant this bomb. And it's guesswork to some degree, but now they're finding out smoke is up and the bomb is about to get planted. Everything turns around now. Question for damage for Gen.G. They have a flank with the P250 from Exist. They still have a rifle as well. The AK-47. They might double that soon. Mihi charging through, though. The trades here from Kriaz. This could be expensive for Envy. Will they continue to go 1 for 1? Oh, now it's just Exist. Still with only the P250. Now he's picked up the M4, but the aim punch is there. Can't get across there in the right place. And Envy moved to 13.
Decent effort from Gen.G to get down to the B site there. I think they did a fine job at getting the bomb down in the first place, keeping that one smoke for the cross as well. They had 4 smokes at the start of the round, so that's why they could use that one smoke, just drop it down, try and get the bomb planted. That is successful for them. And then at the end there, if C.R.A.E gets a better chance to have a fair fight, then maybe they can have an opportunity to win the round. But he tried to go aggressive to trade his teammates and just did not expect that last man to be pushing it down secret. Important round for Gen.G here. If they lose this one, it's hard to see them winning this map. They're 13-7 down. They've got the guns out. They've got the ult for automatic as well. He's currently looking to see if he can get some early aggression against him. Mihu, the man playing ramp, also has some assistance from Nifty. Oh, automatic spotted him there, but Mihu's got the first kill. Nay going down, and good damage done onto Bentet. Gen.G might have second thoughts about this ramp play. They've got a couple of players close by, but C.R.A.E is on the flank at Yard. He could be the man to watch in this round.
Nifty's about to swing. Says hello, doesn't fight to the death. Smart stuff. They have the man advantage. Some tagging from Thomas. A double peek, if you will. And C.R.A.E has been eliminated. He's been extinguished. Starved of oxygen. Bentet automatic and Kusta remain looking to breach a choke point. Reload is heard. Kusta creeping with the bomb. Automatic has the AWP out. Isolated though by the smoke. Down goes the bomb. Automatic trying to transfer is here from Calix. That leaves Bentet, last man to fall. 14 for Envy. Double the score of Gen.G.
And I think any questions as to this Nuke pick from Envy have been answered here with a 14-7 lead. They may have lost it the first 2 times they played it in this tournament, but they were close games against teams who are pretty decent on this map. And Gen.G clearly are unable to live up to the likes of Forza and MIBR on Nuke right now. Good to see Envy getting back on track as well in this game. I think Nuke has got to be a map that seems to be an important one for them in their map pool. I think on their T side especially, they were playing well in most of those rounds. Like you said, a few mistakes being made that maybe cost them, but overall, I think on the Envy side of things, they will be happy with how this is going.
The winds of winter, perhaps. Gen.G on their last legs, and they're looking kind of wooden, kind of stubby. Bentet's got to be careful about that smoke. He's so close to it. You can see Gen.G have left money in the bank for the next round for a full buy. Well, they've taken some map control. They still have 3 players alive. There's a rifle to be collected, and it will be by Kusta. A T-rifle, no less. Envy starting this with 5 AK-47s. That is never a good indicator of success for the T side. Nifty hiding in plain sight somewhat. Legia is on the way. Oh, you don't want to do that. Now, there could be some post-plant situation for them, but Legia is going to have a nice brave through the door. There'll be a hole soon. Door open, door closed. Door open. Oh my god, exists. He's just found it all, hasn't he? Suddenly, Calix is in a 1 versus 2. Absolutely doable. They both have Kevlar, though. They're lining up for him, but exists here with a trade again. And there's still life in the old dog yet. I'm not sure what he's doing to that fire extinguisher, but it looks like there was some friction.
It did exist. Finally getting some kills on the board. We were talking about how he's been quiet. Mihu did pretty well early. Exist just spamming through the floor there to begin with. Then he gets that lineup, and Exist closes out the round. Oh, Thomas is not happy with that one. Animated right now. It should be okay for Envy. They're still 14-8 up. It's obviously a round you don't want to lose, but there are still plenty of chances for Envy to close this out, as are indicated by those numbers you see on your screen. But who knows? If that's the way Gen.G get back into this game and make it a close one, Envy will be very frustrated. But the way to deny that from happening is to win this round here. And Calix has already got them off to a good start. Calix has got a second. Mihu arriving at just the right time. And any glimmer of hope that was there for Gen.G is being instantly snatched away from them.
Meat and potatoes delivered to Kriaz halfway to the Sunday roast. Molotov is out, 4 exists, trying to keep his team in. There's a great transfer attempt down to 4 HP, 3 HP in fact. 3 HP, number 4 on the keyboard. 2 versus 4. How on earth is Exist doing this? A late resurgence, a second wind if you will. The bomb though, still in the hands of Kriaz. He must survive. In that anti-eco position, Mihu could moonwalk into him. No, he's going to face the front. Down goes the bomb. And down go the chances for a 9th round for Gen.G. Exist can do nothing but lament what has happened in this round. And surely save his AK for the next round. What else is there to do at this point?
No way he can get the bomb here. So he will look at the fire exit sign.
Stand and face the wall. I used to do that in school all the time.
Out of choice, or were you a naughty boy?
I was a joker.
Oh.
I had to sit in front of the teacher. My desk was in front of her desk. Yes.
Right, so she put you at the front of the class, because otherwise you would
so I
mess
could
about.
behave.
Right, right.
But she had Grazia magazine under the table, so I used to read that. I still found a way to be naughty. Game point for Envy, many of them. We saw a dominant train from Gen.G. We're seeing a dominant nuke from Envy. Again, if you consider almost all the rounds they have lost, especially in the first half, were down to user error, if you will. Unforced error, in some respects. It's been a pretty solid performance from them, but they still need to close it out. A fast play towards Mini for Automatic, and he has served what he's looking for. Calix on the plate.
Oh, we might get a second chance here. Mihu's peeking ramp right now, very aggressively. He's committed to this position, and Automatic's got the second pick. This could be another round for Gen.G. Bentek getting 2 kills onto A, out of nowhere. A flash in the pan, perhaps, but Gen.G. will take it. Flurry of frags for them. Oh, man, Nifty. Terrible timing. He is at 1v5. I feel like if there's any AWPer who could maybe win this round, it might be Nifty with some of the plays we've seen him make in this tournament, but not today.
Not today. Well, the entries and things that we've seen from Automatic this week have been something special. So I would give that a consideration. He's been pretty nutty. I mean, those entries in that round were pretty great as well. But there are many more entries that he needs to get if Gen.G are to survive and take this to overtime. They've been trading rounds back and forth. Gen.G looking for double figures. Envy have Calix with an MP7.
Yeah, their money sucks. Nifty has money. No one else does. And their losing bonus is bad as well, so I guess they're just going to go for the force buy.
I was doing free-for-all deathmatch with an MP7 yesterday. So just be like, what is required to use this in various scenarios? You've got to land that headshot. Right. It has better armor pen than some of the SMGs, but the fire rate is slower than some of them. I think it's at an interesting price point when you consider like the MP9 and so on. So we'll see what Calix has to offer. Especially on the CT side, I think versus the fire rate of the MP9, it's a hard argument, but I love to see it.
Nifty's got to get involved in this round, and he knows it. Exist just instantly takes him out, though. Without the helmet there, Nifty is one shot by the M4 on the T side. Thomas with a nice trade on the UMP, but he's not ready for Kusta. And Kusta is going to clean up. 10 rounds now for Gen.G.
It's getting close.
Save for Envy. Yeah, this is getting there.
I'm feeling nervous.
I mean, Envy aren't going to have enough money to get a good buy after this round either. Really. If they want to have the nades and the rifles, they might have to save twice. Maybe we got ahead of ourselves thinking that Envy had this one locked in. That's not the case. Thomas picking up one P250. A total of a $300 investment across the 5 players on the Envy side. Gen.G seem aware of it as well. They're going over towards Yard early. Long-range fights will be very good for them in this round. Envy aren't even competing for Yard because they know they just don't have the firepower to do it.
I like the discipline from Envy. 1 round is required to win. That's it. Don't need to invest in too much junk. Thomas has picked up a P250. Oh, exist. 4x3 right there, buddies. 4x3. Not even the blade. Okay. The Bentet cleanup operation is in house. Mihu and Nifty remain. And I feel like with some of the frustrations we've seen on some of the NV players, they have to start getting nervous here. Excuse me, I got hiccups again.
Oh no.
Bentet and Kriaz low, but who cares? I mean, they won the round. On to the next one. It's all about the buy rounds. The money's not perfect for NV just yet, but maybe it's just enough.
They will be missing some nades. They will be missing the AWP. No kit for them either. They don't have a single molly as well. So if that were to be a fast play from Gen.G, they might struggle to deny that early aggression. I'm not sure if Gen.G will be fully aware of that fact, though. AWP out for automatic, and it looks like Gen.G might just try and exploit Yard again. This could work for them. There's no AWP on the CT side. If automatic gets a long-range fight, that would be favorable for him. So they're going to boost automatic up. They're going to see if he can get a long-range battle to begin with. MV not obliging so far, though.
NV, you've got to be real careful about this. Creeping around the smoke, Kusta reacts to it fast enough. He's sharp, he's focused. We can see Nifty and Thomas maybe looking for a double peek outside, making it a single. No doubles for NV. Just a single G&T if they're lucky. 3 versus 5. NV are collapsing round after round. They only need one. But half of these rounds are half buys. Sometimes that's enough. But you have to feel that people are going to be nervous. Oh, Thomas gets deleted, and Legia might be as well. He'll stay alive for now, trying to create some space while Miyu tries to play off his teammate. Legia slinks into the smoke, but they know where he is. If he goes too far forward, he died.
If anyone needs a translation for that, James said he dead. For all my fellow white people out there. I don't know why I said that.
White people representative Hawker on deck.
I'm here for you. Me who is saving. You know, going back to the topic of school, James.
Right.
Do you think? What do you think I was like at school?
Absolute geek.
Yeah. I was a goody two-shoes. The one time I got a detention was in IT class, and it was because I was playing games instead of doing whatever I was meant to be doing. You know, the game I was playing was garbage as well. It was a game where you pull the toilet paper down. It was a web game where that's what you do. I don't know why I was playing it.
So you were in school playing a game with toilet paper?
No, on the computer. It was like a computer game.
I know,
like
but it's still a game of toilet paper, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
That's so boring.
I know.
And strange.
I was playing other games in that class at other times, and the teacher was fine with that. But apparently that's where they drew the line.
My era was Win Nuke. Blue screening other people's computers for personal amusement.
Oh my god.
What's not amusing, though, is that for NV, is that they've lost 4 rounds in a row. They've lost 5 of the last 6. They need to win 1. They've got 3 chances. This comeback is somewhat absurd from Gen.G. Not complete just yet. This could even be the round that NV win. Maybe there is no round that they win. Miyu has an M4. He also has a flashbang. Maybe he could use it to activate these pistoleros. But for now, he'll be in an outrageous position. A Ponty red. You can see Kriaz on the silo looking for a push. Very strange position. Quietly falls off on that last box. On a crouch off and release crouch as you fall off to try and give no sound cue away. So there is a deagle. You never know. Sometimes you get 2 kills with a deagle. Got to look out for that. Gen.G being careful, but at some point they've got to go through these choke points.
Smoke down towards main/mini. Kusta looking for the top hut angle where he's hoping someone will peek him. I would love a boost here for Gen.G to clear that top hut position, but they're not going to go for it. They're going to run into the bomb site. Kusta gets the kill up close. Calix should be able to trade. 5-7 out. Oh, the kills all come in. This could be the round for Envy. Bentek trying to trade back, trying to salvage the round, and C.R.A.E gets 2. That might save it. Calix has the AWP, but he has 2 players against him. The bomb still hasn't been picked up, but they should know they can get to the site, or maybe they could even think about dropping down to B, but they're not. They're going to plant on A, and Calix, I don't think he's got the angle. He's going to go for the other fight. Oh, he's panicking. Ooh. He's panicking. He wants to get the wall bang, but Envy don't have much of a chance here. Calix is maybe thinking about backing away. He's hoping for a miracle. He's not getting it.
What's their loss bonus? Surely it's max. Well, Thomas is 2250. Panic, absolute panic. Bomb was planted and just set him off. You can see the hunt is on now. My God. Well, actually, holding on to this AWP maybe gives them an extra rifle between these final rounds. So it does make sense in that sense. Stop peeking now, move away. Smart stuff. Just get out of there. So they've got a full buy in this round regardless, but if it goes 14-15, then they also have some money to maybe buy another AWP. Man, so at this point, it's like, okay, they're going to do it in a pistol round, but no, Bentek and C.R.A.E just turn things around, turn it on its head. Envy, where have you gone? It's been back and forth this entire half, in fairness, but they have had flurries of rounds. Or more or less a flurry of round if you ignore the pistol. 2 more chances, 2 more cracks at the whip, Envy. This is your pick. And it's high time to finish off the job.
Oh, Gen.G might try something. Thought we might see a boost there to try and get an opening pick. Instead, Kusta's going to try and sneak up close. Calix is here on the other side. He's been so good in this game, and Calix gets the first kill. Shadow advantage gives him that fight. No one from Gen.G able to trade. Nifty is committed to this angle, though. If he misses, he's in trouble. He gets the kill and gets away safely. Bentek, no chance to pounce because Nifty puts down the counter utility, and those kills could be exactly what Envy ordered.
Oh, the timing, the timing. Mihu's starting to creep. Down goes the bomb. Is this the run for Envy? 5 versus 2. The bomb is in no man's land. The AWP is still on deck. 500 HP Envy versus Bentek. Oh my God, he's got a kill. He's got 2. Looking for a third. Mihu's giving him it. How has he turned this around? He's got 40 seconds in a 1 versus 5. And if he has an angle from the ramp though, and he will avert disaster. My God, that was a nice burst from Bentek. You can see Thomas with 1,000 yards there, but it's done. They've taken it to the 3rd map, just about, and it will be dust 2.